Hi, what's up, guys? This is Richard again for this edition of Learning with Rich. So, for today's lesson, I'm going to teach you how to add columns and beam tags in Revit Structure 2017. So, it's like a continuation. On my last exercise, I have shown you how to add dimensions and spot symbols. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to add column and beam tags. All right. Okay, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is, you see, I have 4 columns here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add tags here. So to add tags from my quick access toolbar, so this is what you call the quick access toolbar, there's this tag by category tool that you can use here. Actually, the location of this, you can also find it here on your annotate tab, tag by category. So it's the same. Okay, so I can select tag by category here. I select this. Okay, and then from my options bar here, if you click this drop down arrow, you can see you have 2 options for the placement of your tag. It can be horizontal and vertical. So I'm just going to select here horizontal. And you can also add here a leader line. So currently it's unchecked, so I'm going to check it. And let's say I'll just accept this length of my leader line. Now to place the tag to my column, so I'm just going to put it here. I'm going to move my cursor somewhere the bottom of this column. So I'm going to pick, as you can see, there's the tag. All right. Okay, so there's the column tag. So same with this one. So I'm going to pick this, and then I'm going to pick this. All right. Then after that, I select here modify. Okay, modify, and then I'm gonna select this. You can actually move that. Okay, you can drag your column tag just like this one. Okay, so let me just make it a bit tidy. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do next, I'm going to add here a text note. So again, from my quick access toolbar, I select here the text tool. Okay, and then I'm gonna make sure that no leader is selected here, and I'm gonna select here align to center. Okay, and then I'm going to pick here. So let me check the size. Okay, so I used 2.5, so I'm gonna place it here. Okay, then I'm gonna type here 100 slab on grade. All right, and then I'm just going to pick outside to finish up my dimension. Oh, I mean the text note. So I select modify here. Then after that, I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to drag something like this. All right, you can make it like this. You can also select your text note, and then you can use the arrow on your keyboard to move it up and down, left and right. All right, and aside from that, after you select the text, you can add here a leader. So let's say I'm going to add here an arc leader. So I'm going to select this to the left side and to the right here. And you can also change here the justification of your leader. So let's say I'm going to place it at the middle left. The other one is middle right. Okay, you see, I can move like this. I can drag the leader, something like that. Okay, so after I place my column tags and my text note, so I'm gonna change my view here. So let's say I'm gonna open the second floor, and then this time I'm going to add beam tags. All right, so again, I'm gonna select my tag by category tool, or I can also type TG. Okay, this time I'm not going to add here a leader line. Okay, and then I'm going to change the loaded tags in my model. So let's say I'm gonna look for the framing. All right, so this is the structural framing. So currently this is the loaded one. So I'm gonna click this, and then I'm going to look for the other type. Okay, the other family. So let's say I'm gonna use structural framing tag with studs camber standard. So I select this, all right, and then I select here OK, and then I'm going to pick now the framing. Okay, just like that, and then I select here modify. Okay, and then take note, if you are going to modify your frame, let's say I'm going to select these 4 frames. Okay, you can see that if I change the property here, you will notice the tag here will update. Okay, so take a look. So let's say I'm going to add here camber size on the instance properties. So let's say I'm gonna put here C equals 25 mm. Okay, and then for the number of studs, so let's say I'm gonna type here 22. Okay, you see if I select here add, so you will notice it will update the tags. Okay, so right, yeah. So next, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to modify the beam annotation. Okay, so to do that, again from the annotate tab, tag panel, you will see here beam annotations. So I'm going to select the beam annotations here. If it will open up the beam annotations dialog box. Okay, and then what I'm going to do next is, okay, so for the placement, okay, just make sure that all beams in current plan view to display the tags for all beams in the view. And then after that, I'm going to select here remove existing beam tags and spot elevations. Okay, I'm going to modify that now. So here you see there's a middle here on the level beams in plan. Okay, so I'm going to modify this one. So I'm going to select here structural framing tag. Okay, so for this one, I'm just going to select this. Okay, so structural framing tag standard. And then I select here OK. Right, so that's the setting. And then I'm going to change also the lower mid. Okay, so I'm going to select this. This time I want to place there the spot elevation. Okay, I'm going to ensure that plan is selected, current level, and then for the display elevation, I'm going to select here top elevation. Alright, and then I select OK. There you go. So I'm going to select OK here to close the beam annotations dialog box. Click. There you go. You see? So all beams in the view now displays tags. So notice that the standard beam tags display above the beam, and the elevations of the beams relative to the level are displayed below the beam. Right? Okay, so I'm going to type WT for tile window and ZA for zoom all to fit. Okay, so that's how you add column and beam tags to your structural model. Okay, so that's it for this edition of Learning with Rich. So hopefully you learned something from this video. If you have any comments, suggestions, or questions, you can post it on the video, this comment section below, and then I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, you can also download the exercise file. I'm going to include this link to the video description of this exercise video. Alright, and you can also subscribe to my channel. Just hit the subscribe button, and you can also go to my blog site. It's also included to the video description of this exercise. Right, so once again, this is Richard from Learning with Rich. Have a good day.